Good evening, guys. Good evening. It's your boy Caution. Today, I want to talk about single parents, the struggles, the pain, and why I felt it have a lot of single parents home. My perspective, my opinion, why I think it have a lot of single parent home. Um, so before I move forward, please, you know, subscribe to my channel. If you already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. If you haven't, hit the subscribe to show your support. Also, too, don't forget to, comment, engage in the subject and let me know what you think about the subject speaking about today, single parent home. Let me get some feedback so I will know what to improve on and what I need to, I would say, understand more. All right. So moving forward, single parents. In my opinion, why I think it have a lot of single parent home is because one of the parent is failing to either compromise or have enough time with the other person. Meanings like they put up with enough, they're tired with the other person behavior towards them, they're tired of how they're being treated by the other person. Also too, I would say it's a lot that's drive to becoming a single parent. It's not an easy thing for a child. A lot of people morally think about themselves before they think about the child, how it will affect the child raising in a single parent home. I'm not saying anyone should stay in an abusive relationship. I'm not saying anyone should stay in an unwanted relationship. And I'm not saying anyone should have to put up with anyone in any relationship. But I think before a lot of parents or a lot of people decided to make certain decision about what they're about to do, you understand? I think they should think about the child and how it would affect the child and what the child will grow up understanding, because a lot of times, parents don't really think about how it can affect a child growing up with only one half of the parent in the home. They only getting to have one half. It's not a good thing for no child. You understand? But a lot of parents don't think and say, you know what, this is not what I want. But as I said, once again, it's a tough subject, because as I said, I'm not telling anyone to put up in an abusive relationship, because if you're in an abusive relationship and one half is abusing you and you feel to yourself you have to get away from that other half with your kids, yeah, the child end up with a single parent home. Now, another thing is this. Sometimes fathers, we have to think about certain things before we put in women through a lot of these process of becoming single mom, because as fathers, we play a major role. How we treat a woman and how we take care of our kid. You understand? Even though you and that person may not be together anymore, you should, look out your best way for your kid, because at the end of the day, this child did not ask to be in the world. This child did not have nothing to do with what's transpired between you and the mother or the mother and the father. The child still need to be treated for. I know it's not easy sometimes dealing with an other parent, because you can try to compromise, but the other half is not trying to compromise. it's, as I said once again, it's a tough subject. A lot of things are led to single parents. A lot of things, I would say, can resolve, because, as I can say it, I was raised by a single mom, a single parents. My father was in and out of my life. I'm aware of my father, know who is my father, but I can say 90% out of 100, I was raised by my mom. What it has done to her mentally and physically, as a woman raising 2 kids, I will not know. I don't know. I know it was not easy. It was not a smooth road, but I can say it, I greatly appreciate her for never giving up, never stopping. Yes, and never turning her back on us and said, you know what? I have a dream. I want to complete my dream. Me and this person's not agreeing, so I'm gonna go and live my life. So, for that saying, she never did. So, I definitely can say I thank my mom for that. My dad, yes, he should have played a big more factor in, my life. But as once again, as I said, it comes back down to cooperation, understanding. Some people felt to themselves that I do not want to put up with this person, I would say, drama, or I don't want to put up with this person mindset, so I'm gonna walk away completely from this woman. But at the end of the day, you still have a responsibility of being a father. Sometimes it's very hard being a father because it depends on the situation. You can't be in your kid's life because why? This woman, felt to themselves that they want to be far away from you. So sometimes you have to, fall back. And as a lot of times, a lot of us men, we don't have the patience to do the running around, going to court, doing this, doing that, to fight for, our kids. So 9 out of 10 times, what we do, we throw our hands up and walk away and be like, frick it. Whenever the kid get old enough, the kid going to understand. So that's where, for me, I would say for fathers, but single parents is not a good thing. I wish a lot of parents, before they make that final decision to becoming a single parent, they should definitely talk with a kid, have a good talk with that kid. You understand? Because a lot of times they don't really know how it could affect a child's mind. It's 10 things it can affect. One, the child can looking at the other half of the parent as a bad person because the parent is not there. Meanwhile, the child don't have no idea. Number 2, the child growing, don't understand the reason why one half is not here but the other half is here. Number 3, I would say, that child is growing with, I would say, so much of questions, so much of hatred in them towards one half of their parents, and not knowing exactly, what it really takes and stuff like that, and what really understand make 2 parties cannot be in the same roof anymore. So decide to be a single parent. But what I wish and what I love, I would like to, have a lot of parents or a lot of people out there, before you decide to become a single parent, try and talk with that kid. Make sure that kid, even if the kid is small enough, before you make the decision, don't always put yourself first. Remember, you have a child and how it would affect a child, because it affects a child seriously growing up in a single parent home. Parents We may not understand, but it does. It affects a child seriously. Um, Especially a boy child, you grow with your mother 99% of the time, you're becoming a mama's boy. You understand? You're becoming a mama's boy. So now when a woman wanna love you, it's like it's always about, oh, my mom this way, my mom that way, my mom, and that is bad because a father's not in their life explaining certain things to you. Then it comes down to a female. When a female grow with her mom is raising her to be what? Independent. You don't need a man because look, I ain't had a man in my life. So she's growing with that type of mindset as well too. You understand? Which is not a good thing. So sometimes you need both parties to be much more active and explain to themselves, well, yes, we're not together, but this is not the way of look of life. You understand? Mean that you don't need a man, or you don't. It's not a perfect way, because sometimes what a kid see is what a kid felt is normal. I'm growing in a single parent's home. My mom is doing it. She's pretty good. Shoot, I'm gonna do the same thing too. When I. So what we see or what they see, that's what they think is normal, but it's not. Single parents it's a tough thing. What do you guys think about a single parent home? What's, I would say, the most worst thing in a single parent home? What's the most worst thing? Like, for instance, I'm gonna give an example. How is it affecting a child raising in a single parent home? You understand? Were you ever raised with a single parent? Did you understand why you only had a single parent? And how did you feel about the next half not being under the same roof with your another half? Is it affect you in any type of way? Did you like the outcomes, or did you understand the reason why both parties couldn't be under the roof no matter what was tried to happen? So, talk with your boy Caution, let me know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'm out. If you guys want me to do more on, single parent, talk to me. And I would definitely like to speak more about it, because there's so much more I would like to speak on it, but I'm running out of time. So until the next time, look out for part 2. All right? Peace, love, and you guys have a wonderful evening.